Hello and a very warm welcome to the first Friday in January 2025 of the Grassroots Weekender Show. Hope everyone has had a fantastic Christmas and a New Year as well. And to cap it all, we're going into the winter, as apparently the weather people are saying, because we're going to have snow, or you name it. It's going to be really cold, -8 in some areas next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's been a Baltic day today, I must admit, but what an enjoyable day. I went straight from work, I was on the sleepover, and I went straight from work to the DXTL REFspect Friendly Tournament. And what a day it was. Jay and Lee, unreal. We've all agreed. Referees, thank you, they've enjoyed it. And you know what, the comments about the tournament were absolutely fantastic, and it was chock-a-block at Jeffrey Humble. It went over about 20 minutes, that's about it, but you know what, referees are looking at us and going, absolutely fantastic the way things went. So well done to the refs to keep it in the flow, and well, keep it flowing basically, and also to the teams and the spectators who were there today in the cold weather, and the kids, the players as well. They were all freezing, but every one of the kids enjoyed it, I must admit. So well done to everyone who participated today, all the teams, all the parents. There was just one upset parent, but that was sorted out throughout the day, I must admit. But you know what? It's great. It really is great to see all those kids enjoying themselves. We had the walkie-talkies, kept in touch with each other, letting everyone know what scores they were on what pitches, and it was all marked down in the app. It was brilliant, and I think that is the way to be. And obviously it just leads on. We're looking forward to working very hard indeed in other tournaments, because I think that's the way forward with the DXTL friendly tournaments and REFspect. It does, and even the kids were shouting no ref, no game, and they were 7-year-olds. So that was great. They're all remembering what trophies they won. They were telling me about it, what it represented, and it was nice to be involved in something like that. Obviously the presentations, things will get better as we go along. Some teams, they'll go without the medals. They don't believe that they don't want a runner-up medal. But at the end of the day, when the kids think about it, I don't think it's the kids' decision, to be honest. You know, managers and coaches refuse to take their medals, so entirely up to themselves. Medals will always be kept over for the next tournament, for the teams who participate. And it's a message that I think Jay will put in the group regarding staying behind and applauding the other teams. It was cold. We didn't want to keep all the teams there because they've been playing out there for a good 3 hours, and the kids weren't cold, but the parents were. Hats off to all the staff, Jeffrey Humble, Phil, Lily, Dan, everyone who participated in the tournament there today. All the staff were brilliant. Even Sam, the groundsman, was doing wonders, making a difference, and it was great to work together as a team. That's what it is. And well done to all the kids who were brilliant, phenomenal, as we say, when it comes to them playing the football. Really enjoyable to watch. And well done to the kids. All the brand spanking new boots were out. They're all ready to go for their tournaments next week. Not tournaments, their leagues, starting up for the second part of the season. And I think we've got Premier League games coming up this weekend. So don't forget, the message was, portraying the message to all the teams out there. On the 12th of April, we have our National REFspect campaign, and that's supporting referees, and a zero tolerance towards aggression, verbal abuse, racist comments and bullying. And well done to everyone who participated in that, and they understand. Whether the referee makes mistakes or not, you just got to get on with it, and I believe that's the way to be. Just let the kids play and let them enjoy themselves. But there was plenty of games going on over the 2 pitches there, the full pitches today, I must admit, and you can't knock it. that is the way to organise a tournament. Anyway, plenty of scouts. I must admit there must have been about 30 scouts watching the kids there today. So you had to look and see what they're there for. Obviously your mums and dads are all impressed when they watch these kids perform. They're all swooping on them. But you know what, it was great to see them, and great for them to know me. I did chase them off at first, off the pitch. I didn't realise that Jay had let them all stay, and I'm sorry about that to all the scouts. You know me, don't have anyone round the pitches, and that's the way to be. But everyone got used to it, and mums and dads, parents with the prams, took the prams off and stood behind the barriers. That's you've got to support the children playing football. Imagine if everyone was on those pitches. Dear me, it would be mayhem. You can't have it. So once again, thanks to everyone who abided by what we were trying to tell them, to stand behind the barriers and enjoy football at its best, to be honest. And I'm looking at my watch because I always forget the time. So I think it's nearly 5 minutes now anyway. And that's what I'm guessing to, because I've got a 15-minute left of the show. So, Christmas time, I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Busy time for me with the families and what have you. And it makes you wonder at the end of it what all the fuss is about. Because everyone now is taking the decorations down. It took us weeks to put them up, didn't it? It took minutes and hours to put them up, I suppose. But as I was driving around, how quick they come down is just unreal. And I can see people who have left their decorations up. Yes, left the decorations up for next year. They're not taking them down. And I saw plenty of them last year. But it was mild, it was great. And that's the way it should be, because everyone's off. Imagine if it was snow and it was sleet and, you know, that cold weather where you're sitting at home. And I know the gas are making a fortune on the electric, on energy bills anyway. We know that because the cost of heating, and we've got to still consider all the elderly. Don't forget for next week, you've got these neighbours there on their own. Make sure that they're wrapped up for next week, because it is going to be a cold one all through the UK. So we've got to brace ourselves and make sure that we're all ready for the cold snap that's coming in. We can't grumble, we haven't had it yet, but it is coming in. I think it's starting from midday tomorrow, and snow's coming in. Now I'm wondering, Liverpool and Manchester United, will that game be on? How many games will be cancelled over this weather over the weekend in the Premier League? I don't think Liverpool needs any more cancellations. We just need these games to go ahead. I know Man United will probably be praying for snow and letting the game be cancelled. But we don't know what happens. You know, we all know after the New Year, it seems to turn around with teams. Teams seem to change the way they play, and it could affect Liverpool. If it doesn't, and we go on to beat Manchester United, that's great. I think we could go on to win the Premier League title. Oh dear me, I'm shattered because, as I say, went straight from work to the tournament there today, and then had to come to the studio to do the podcast for the Friday show. And our young commentators, apologies from them, they're still off. I think next week they may be in there strutting their stuff and talking about how the tournament went. And young Dan, he was present at the tournament as well. Honestly, he's brilliant. He enjoyed it thoroughly, helps out with the don't cross the line, loves it, and even got to referee a game today in the final. What more could you ask for? Great referee, absolute star, really up with the game, up with the flow, and makes a difference to all the teams when they're reffing. I wonder how many, when he went on to one game, said, if we'd had that referee, we'd have won every game. You know, this is what happens, isn't it, when new referees come out. And yeah, Dan enjoyed himself, but everyone was freezing. My hands were absolutely red raw with the cold. Once again, we can't thank the Jeffrey Humble staff enough. Brilliant. Thanks for letting everything flow, and everyone was happy the way the tournament went. So there you go. So what have you been up to over Christmas? Well, I hope that, and I've had loads of good feedback on this one, you know that, you know about the book, Rookie Ref. Maybe I'll have a stall up next time selling these. It's great for the kids, they'll enjoy the game, the book. And as I say, loads of feedback and comments, I suppose, on Amazon. You can still get this. It wasn't a Christmas book. It's been brought out for grassroots football, so it's an all year round book, and hopefully we'll have our next book very, very soon. Indeed, I've already wrote it. It just needs a little bit of tweaking, as they say, you know. And we're talking about change.org. We're talking about the costs, the prices of grassroots football. We wanted to aim to bring these costs down, maybe in teams, maybe in leagues, maybe in hubs where we've been playing today. We just need to and bring in more funding for grassroots football. And I do believe, you know, the work that we're doing is absolutely tremendous. We've done cross the line and trying to make a difference. So if you don't mind, going to change.org and look for DXTL push for lower costs and secure funding in grassroots football. So you can help to support us. It's free. Just go on to change.org and search for that. And don't forget to have a look at the email and just confirm, and then your signature goes in and it counts as another signature to make a difference in grassroots football. So there we go. And yeah, we push them, and we'll push them all year round, because I do believe what the wording in the book is beneficial to all the children. They'll learn what it's all about with referees, and also with the likes of parents who can read it, and there's a little message in there as well. So please, Rookie Ref Feeling the Football Fear, search for it on Amazon. It's there, Rookie Ref Feeling the Football Fear. And I think that's a great title as well. So please, whatever you're out and about, make sure you look for that one for the kids and bring it home. Because they'll enjoy it. Honestly, they really, really will. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. I know I've wrote it for the kids, on behalf of the kids, and behalf of the parents as well, for grassroots football. So the leagues start again at grassroots football next week. You're all prepared, you're all ready, as if they're on, because as we say, next week is going to be atrocious apparently for grassroots football and everywhere. I wonder if the trains and the buses will all go off, because we've got a bit of snow. Remains to be seen. I've still got 10 minutes of the show left, I think it is. Let me double check, because I'm sure there's a timer on here. Let me see what we've got. No, I've got 7 minutes of the show. See, I was going too much, so I was adding 3 minutes onto the show. So it now finishes at, yeah, I know where it finishes. So it ain't got long. As I say, 7 minutes. Not too long at all. So I'd love your feedback. If you were at the tournament today, the DXTL Friendly Tournament, please give your feedback. And I know Jay has had loads of feedback on late, and people have enjoyed it. So DXTL, we want your feedback. If you can, honestly, it'd be a privilege. And put your photographs on social media as well, please, if you don't mind. We'd love you to. And if you're wondering where you can give feedback to, it's mal@don'txtheline.com. You can add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. That's all we're asking for. Give us your feedback, what you thought of the tournament, not the weather, because we couldn't control the weather. But as I say, I am praising all the parents and thanking all the parents and the managers and the coaches who abided by everything that we were talking about in the tournament itself. Honestly, it was great to see, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I'm sure managers and coaches will respond and give us some feedback as well. And I hope it's all good feedback. But hey, if it isn't, then obviously we want to know, because we want to make improvements on the tournament as we move along. It's a difference, it makes a difference. And you know what? We were ecstatic. We had a good little cup of tea at the end of it and thawed out a little bit and had a chat about what was going on and when the next tournament is. So we'll keep you informed on that one, and we do know, honestly, it's much sought after. It will be, I assure you, people will want to come and play in this tournament. Heart of Gold, DXTL and REFspect, and they're the main reasons behind the tournament itself that was held today at Jeffrey Humble. Cold, worth it, and as I say, I went straight from work, and it's a pleasure just to get on. And the presentations we will do better next time, honestly. It'll all be organised. But what more could you ask for? Everyone pulled the weight. Lee, Jay, myself, we got in, young Dan as well. Thank you to any volunteers who come along and helped us also. But it was worth the wait for it, and it was only done a couple of weeks ago, you know. And it was 7s, 8s and 9s, and it was full. We'll look at 10s next time, which won't be too long in itself. So we've got Premier League starting up again tomorrow. Luke Littler is in the final tonight, and I think it's just a one-horse race in the darts. I don't know whether I'll be watching that or putting my feet up and watching a film and having something nice to eat. Yeah. But once the show is finished, that's it. You can give your feedback on the show. And thanks to all the Spotify. We're just still getting used to Spotify, so bear with me on it, please, because it's on Riverside FM, and they supply all the software that we're just getting used to. So we're still on DXTL TV from the touchlines, as you can know yourself, and you can subscribe to that free. You can follow us on Spotify. Please do, and we will have guests coming in, and it will benefit all the tournaments and all the maybe the leagues that we're going to be doing over the next 12 months. Honestly, the way we're working, myself, Lee and Jay, it's just going to be marvellous, and going to be probably turn out to be the best tournament to be held in Liverpool, because we are the experienced ones, as they say. There you go. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Grassroots Show on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's only a 20-minute show, but we pack in as much as we can about grassroots football. So we know the Premier League is coming back this weekend. If you're out and about and you're playing games tomorrow, if you manage to get them on, please respect your referee. It's all about the no ref, no game, as the kids were telling me, which is fantastic. Great to learn off them a little bit as well, at least being educated. And as I say, that's what we want. When you're out and about, please respect your referee. Even the referees gave you some great feedback. So for myself, man, Lee, and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, don't cross the line, respect programme, Hearts of Gold initiatives, and no ref, no game. We'll see you tomorrow, round about 4 PM. So please tune in and let's hear your feedback. Have a great evening. God bless.